What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 171 of Fresh Off the Mats here at the Jiu-Jitsu Joes.
New shirt?
Huh?
Got a new shirt.
I got a shirt for Christmas. A
Christmas.
Halloween shirt. It was good. It was low key.
Everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you got.
How was your
Everything you got.
How was your
The hell was that?
How was your
This
Christmas?
is good.
Did
Nothing.
the dogs get everything they wanted?
They got a bunch of bones. Obviously, everyone.
Bunch of bones. Bunch of bones. Bunch of
What
bones.
is that from?
Bunch of
You
bones.
saying something?
Bunch of bones.
Is this even reference
Bunch
to
of
anything?
bones. Nope, just saying it
okay,
because you
you're
did
a
it to me.
dick.
Bunch
You're
of
a dickhead.
bones.
That doesn't make sense. At least mine
So-
came from something.
Where does yours come from?
It was a movie. It's a little tiny guy, and he's helping someone bench press, but the guy was like, I don't want to work with him as a trainer anymore. He was like, why? He's a great trainer. And then they like pan over, and it's this guy, and he's standing over him. Everything you got! Everything you got! Everything you
I
got!
have no idea what that's from. I've never seen that
Yeah.
before.
It's hilarious. It's the guy. I don't. I'll find him, but you'll understand why it's hilarious because he always does these weird characters, and that was his character. He's like, and he's standing over someone benching. He's like, come on, everything you got, everything you got.
Isn't it crazy that actors can pigeonhole themselves into certain roles that they can't escape from? Like Will Ferrell will never be in a serious movie. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's just the comedic guy all the time.
Hey, Peter! I got an extra ticket to the Galaxy.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
You know what? Thanks, man. I'm sorry. I can't. I got a
Hurry up.
function.
I got season tickets. I'll get you on the flip side. Here we
Oh.
go. Come on.
Hey, thanks a lot for hooking me up with Elmo over there. That was a blast. What? That guy's cool.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, push it out. Everything you got. Everything you got. Everything you got.
That is funny.
You never seen that?
No. But yeah, I don't know. Some actors, they just pigeonhole themselves into these roles they can't escape out of.
I think that's kind of also a good thing. I mean,
It's good, but like, what happens if you want to try something else?
it's
Actually,
just-
Robin Williams was like that, but then he did a couple of serious movies before he.
oh, who's the guy that plays with Will Ferrell all the time? The other actor. He was in Step Brothers. The other actor. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
He
his
plays
name.
he plays serious movies.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, and he's really good at it too. Like he's a good bad guy as well.
Really?
hmm
Oh.
Like he's able to go into that role. Will Ferrell, I think, has tried, but I think he kind of fucked up. It's like Jim Carrey trying to go into something serious.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't be like, I don't know, or like Tom Cruise. I can't see Tom Cruise doing anything outside of like a more serious tone movie.
I think the only funny movie he did was Tropic Thunder. Was that Tom Cruise in the fat suit?
that is Tom Cruise.
That is Tom Cruise.
Holy shit! Actually, never mind, because that shit was hilarious. That was actually really good.
Yeah.
Never mind. So yeah, no, he did well. Will Ferrell is one of the few that I think he can't. Jim Carrey can't.
I think actors are shitting their pants
Why?
because this AI thing is fucking crazy, bro.
I don't think so. I think they'll be fine.
I
Honestly.
don't think so. I think what ends up happening is we have two forms of media, and they're gonna have to legally tell us which is which.
Yes. Well, they already have to.
Yeah.
Even video games have to announce if they used AI. Because there was a game that won all the awards.
Claire Expedition 33.
But it was a small time award that they missed out on, but it's because they didn't announce that they had some type of AI influence. And they even came out and they were like, it was the beginning stage stuff, like to help us get off of our feet for it. It wasn't even like the game is made
But
with
also,
AI.
like, okay, here's my thing. You're a video game developer, right? You use a bunch of graphic tools or like whatever you use to make the worlds and stuff. Isn't AI just a tool in their belt?
Yeah, but AI is the thing doing the creating. So the reason why they
Who gives a fuck?
Well, that's why it was only a small time reward that they lost. It wasn't like a big one, but they took it away because they were like, you did it. The issue wasn't that they used it. It was that they didn't announce it. So then they had to come out and be like, hey, you have to state that you used AI to help you develop.
But if
the
you're
game.
not, if your tools and your artists are not getting the vision you envision for the game, like you expect this boss to look a certain way in your head, and you're like, no, this artist's not getting it. No, this artist's not getting it. At what point, why can't you just say, hey, chat, I want it to be X,
No,
Y,
they're not
Z?
saying that they can't. They're saying that they need to at least announce it, stating that.
Okay,
it's
but you know what
AI
happens
rendered.
if they announce it? You get all these little bitches online who are like, this is an
You're
AI
using AI,
game.
yeah.
You didn't hire real artists. It wasn't a real artist. And it's like, okay, so are we just not supposed to use this tool
Yeah.
that is at the access of everyone's fingertips now?
No.
Like, I'm not understanding when is the right time to use it.
Yeah.
When?
Because again, they even admitted they were like, we only used it in the beginning. It wasn't like a major part of their game development.
I care that the game is good.
Yeah.
I don't care whether you hired
Have
an
you played
artist. I know. I've only heard amazing
I
things
want to
about
play
it.
it so bad.
Yeah.
But I just also don't feel like buying it.
I've
But
heard
I just
incredible
want- yeah.
things about
It
it.
just seems.
But I just want a good game. I don't care whether or not you hired 100,000 artists to make your game good, or if you just typed it into a chat and it spit it out as good. I don't care. I care that the finished product. I don't value one more than the other in
Yeah.
that instance. I
Yeah.
don't care.
I
don't
think.
know.
Well,
People
I
get
think
so
that's where it's going
weird.
to come out. They're just going to have to announce it, and then companies are going to like. One, you're saving a bunch of money by not hiring people. So losing the profit from the people who refuse to support AI, I feel like
That still doesn't
gonna be
matter.
yeah, it's going to be negligible.
It doesn't matter.
Out of everything that they save anyway, they're going
When they have this argument, I feel like it's the argument when seatbelts became a law thing, and they're like, I'm not going to wear a seatbelt.
Have you seen those videos?
Of people who are like, I don't want to wear a
Yeah.
seatbelt.
There's like videos of it when it became legal, and also when drinking and driving became illegal.
Yeah.
Bro, there were people complaining saying it's like a communist country. They're like, we're in a communist country. You're telling me after a long day of work, I can't pop a beer or a few as I'm driving home because people just don't know. Like that, I don't know.
Bro.
No one likes their normal being changed. That's what it is.
Nobody likes their normal being changed. And here's the thing. We haven't been around long enough to nail it down. As humans, as the United States, we haven't been here on this earth long enough to nail down what is the right and wrong ways to do these things that we have gray areas on. So when things change, like, hey, now seatbelts have to be legal. This is just something that we're just finding our way as we stumble along.
Yeah.
And you got to be willing to change with it all. It's so stupid when people are like, no, it hasn't been like this for the last 10 years. Okay, 10 years is a fart in the wind compared to
It's
the
literally
like
nothing.
society and civilization.
Thinking about it, so Snoop Dogg played yesterday for the halftime show for the
Mhm.
football game, and his song came out in 2005 that he was playing, and it just made me think. I was like, that shows like how far things go, but also like how close everything really is. Like it's not 20 years is like
Is
it's
nothing.
nothing.
It's
It
nothing.
really is nothing, dude.
Somebody said, I don't remember if it was a teacher, if I heard it on a show. It was a long time ago, but they said pretend like from wall to wall. This is the entire civilization from wall to wall, from the beginning of humans to where we are today. We are one sheet of paper in the whole thing. Like it's so long and it's so massive that people think 100 years. 100 years is nothing. 100 years is
it's
a blink
something
of
for
an
you.
eye.
It's something for you as the person to experience it.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, like, bro, we read about
Since the
Romans.
earth has been around,
Like,
yeah.
Reading about Romans, that was BC. And I don't think people, because we look at the number and the number is like nothing to us. Like when we hear 2000 BC, you understand that that means we're taking all of 2025 and going back another 2000 years.
Yeah.
Like that's 4,000 years that we are going back in time.
But if the earth has been around for millions, it doesn't matter. That's
4,000 is
nothing. That's a
nothing.
blink of an eye. That's why when people say like they don't believe that there used to be more advanced civilizations before a catastrophic thing happened, I'm like, how could you say that?
Yeah.
If the earth has been around for millions of years,
So
you
much
don't
stuff can
think
happen.
the probability that there was a civilization that was further around technological wise and that like it just got extinct, whether an ice age happened or some crazy cataclysmic event happened, you don't think that's a possibility? They start doing scans of the rainforest and they're finding all these civilizations buried underneath.
Oh, really?
Underneath the rainforest, underneath. They use these like radar things to do scans. They're finding
Oh,
like,
like the
temples
temples and
buried
shit, yeah.
deep
Yeah,
underneath.
don't go in those. Don't go in them. We don't need the predator coming out.
No, but that tells you at some point something had to be around and it just got buried over the layers of time.
Yeah, it's just like fucking they moved. And you know what my favorite thing is with all this?
I think that's what aliens
it
are.
always has to be something extreme to me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like, no, dude, they left.
Yeah.
Like what if they just left? They
Yeah.
went somewhere else. Like it doesn't have to be like this crazy thing either. It's just like, no, nature took over. No one lived there because they found that there was no reason to. Maybe they all did get eradicated. But it's like, bro, some people just leave, like our Wild West homes. Like you know that we still in America still have like places that were just abandoned during the mining era.
Towns,
and they just
whole
left.
towns,
Yeah, people just leave.
The resources dried up. You don't know if the world went through a global cooling and everybody migrated towards the
somewhere where it was
what's
warmer or
called?
something.
The horizon? No, oh my God, the
Equator.
equator, just to avoid freezing to death.
Yeah.
They say that there was a storm that lasted like 100 years and that it was just constant lightning strikes. So human civilizations went into caves and mountains to avoid it.
Yeah, to avoid it.
But think about how do you
Crazy.
survive in that
Goddamn.
instance? 100 years of lightning strikes outside your door.
Like, I just want the berries. The berries are right
They're
there.
right there. Yeah.
You'd be like, Johnny, go outside.
But you don't know, man. And I just find it so funny when people discredit these things and they're like, "It's not possible." I'm like, come on.
No, you
dude.
can't comprehend
Come
it.
on.
That's what I think it comes down to. Is like the refusal of comprehension behind it, and just like the acceptance that it can be bigger than us. Like that's what I also think it is like because
we're so egocentric that,
That-
we think that
and
it's
we
revolving
have-
around us.
we do have such great technology, and we can look back in the day where we know we
But we
didn't
think it
have
was
that.
better.
But that it's like, what if what they had? What we say we can't build the roads that the Romans made. Still to this day, their stuff is able to hold up thousands of years.
Pyramids.
We can't
They
do
don't
that now.
understand how pyramids got there. Because even with today's tech, they're like, we wouldn't be able to move these massive things in the sand as it is
Well,
right
they had
now.
mammoths. They figured out that we still had woolly mammoths.
No, I
which is still
understand.
crazy. Did you know that?
They're trying to bring back
That
the woolly
that is
mammoth,
stupid.
which
That-
is
I'm
fucking like
why?
nuts.
You know their
bro.
whole reasoning behind it is apparently with the woolly mammoths coming back, they're also going to bring back certain trees and they're going to replant that into the Antarctic, and the mammoths can live there because of their fur, and that is somehow going to help change the climate because the way that the gases are going to be released in those type of trees, they're going to be able to help alleviate greenhouse gases.
That's
That's the
fucking
whole
wild.
idea behind it.
That's really
Yeah.
weird to me. Dude.
They're just going to bring back dinosaurs, and that T-Rex was like a big ass bird. Apparently, I saw that recently.
You ever hear about how NASA's like, yeah, we got a signal from outer space and we don't know what it's saying?
The unknown signal.
The
that's been
unknown
going for like 30 or 40
Bro,
years. or
what
some shit.
happens if it was a futuristic civilization that was on Earth prior to us?
That
like a
already
million-
sent the signal, and now
sent
we're
a signal
receiving it? Yeah.
for the future of humanity that if we ever technologically grew to that point again, it would tell us a message like, be careful, every 5,000 years this thing happens, be careful.
We're
It's not aliens, it's just us, bro. Because they can't leave it here on Earth because it would get eradicated, it would
Us
lose
from-
the
us from the
message.
future.
Bro, maybe
That would
that's
be
what
crazy.
aliens are. Maybe aliens are like people that left here when things were really
That's
great
also
here.
my favorite is when people are like, aliens can't exist. I'm like, you really? And out of all of this, you think that
You
we
don't
are
think,
literally
yeah.
only ones?
You
Like we've
don't
already
think-
found other planets where when they say they find life, you know that they mean like bacteria, and all.
Microscopic
Yeah.
bacteria, yeah.
Which is meaning things
Alien.
can evolve.
Alien, yeah.
Things can evolve off of that, and it's just like who knows what fucking happens.
because people are so stick to their guns with their stubbornness as far as like, especially with like religious people where they're like, no, we've been lied to for the last 2,000 years that this is the word of this man in the sky and we cannot break away from this because then it proves everything we've ever believed wrong. People can't handle that earth-shattering moment that they
Yeah.
might have just believed something that was wrong.
And my
the
whole
whole
thing with
time.
that is like, all right, cool. If you believe that, cool. What's so wrong about someone else believing that space is everything?
Yeah, but how fragile are you as a human that you
Yeah.
can't just accept that maybe I learned something wrong for the
Yeah.
first 25 years of my
That I'm
life?
just a human creating something
Yeah.
in my own brain?
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
No,
that's what we do.
isn't that the thing with L. Ron Hubbard, the Scientology guy?
I don't know.
He's not. He died recently. It's
Really?
their religion is not hundreds of years old.
No.
Like there are people alive today that were alive when L. Ron Hubbard, is that his name?
I
L.
have
Ron
no, I
Hubbard,
have no clue.
the guy who did Scientology.
He made it?
Yeah, and you know what his thing was? Oh, show us where God gave you the tablets. Oh, only I can see them. This is a mentally deranged person. There's 20 people in San Francisco who say the same thing he does.
He didn't just
How
die.
long?
He died in 1986.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. There are people today that are alive today
Oh,
that
okay, I see what
saw
you
it
mean.
when
I
he
thought
was
you meant
alive.
Like he just died. Of
No, no. Like when you think of George Washington, there's nobody around today who was around when George Washington was around.
Profile writer. He's a fiction writer.
Yeah. But
What the
people
hell?
follow it as religion. So 2,000 years from now, people are going to be like, they're going to treat Elon Hubbard or L. Ron Hubbard, however his name is, they're going to treat him like Jesus of today. You get what I'm saying?
He found it in 1952. It evolved into a religion with spiritual and technological practices.
You know why this story sounds crazy with Scientology? It's just not old enough.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, what do they
it's
say?
just not
What do they say?
old.
The difference between a cult and a religion is one of a cult, the leader is alive, and a religion, the leader is dead.
Yeah, it's
That's
just
it.
not old.
That's it.
Bro.
Because like honestly, give this another 100 years, and people are going to be like all about it. Like
Yeah.
that's
Bro, they're going to be like 1956. They're going to be like, oh, 2000 ED before L. Ron Hubbard.
Huh.
Yeah.
I've actually never read about Scientology.
It's crazy. It's pretty crazy. You know, when you die, you get your own planet.
Is that what they say?
Planet, bro.
That's what they
you get
say?
a planet. Yeah. When you die, you get your own planet.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What the fuck am I gonna do all by myself on a planet, bro? That sounds like hell.
It was made by he's a sci-fi writer.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Who never wrote second drafts, by the way. Everything he writes is first draft only. There's no fine tuning of anything. I think he holds the record for the most written pieces.
What?
Yeah, he's published the most.
So
written
the
pieces.
Thetan, each person is an immortal spiritual being with past lives and problems stem from spiritual distress. Dianetics is the precursor focusing on removing engrams, painful past experiences through auditing using an e-meter. The bridge is a path of spiritual progression involving auditing and training.
Sounds good to me.
A goal is to achieve operating Thetan.
But you know what I mean? Like, if that's what people believe, I don't judge them.
Yeah, do you, dude?
I don't care what your religion
I've never
is.
met a Scientologist. I've seen a church before. I've
Yeah.
seen like Church of Scientology, and I was like, oh, like they have
Bro,
stuff.
My thing is, nobody could prove that they're right, and nobody could prove that they're wrong. So guess what? I'm okay to open to all of them.
You're
I don't
not
give a
out there.
fuck.
Don't leave the kids alone, and you're not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's all
I
I
don't
care
give a
about.
shit.
Yeah.
Be Muslim, be Christian, be Jewish, nobody gives a fuck about any of these things. But the problem is that we have to be part of teams. That's the problem.
They believe
I'm
in
a good Catholic. You gotta believe in Catholicism. If you don't, you're a piece of shit. Why? Can you prove that you're right? Can you prove it?
No.
No, it's in this book that was written 2,000 years ago.
My favorite is
That was passed down verbally for the first 1,000 years. Nobody realized to write it
I
down.
saw someone
So
make the
after,
argument is like in the Bible, it's like through the word of God that you will not be able to falsify anything because God will speak to you. I'm like, yeah, that's what everyone says. Everyone who's religious will claim that same sentence. They're all going to say, no, through the word of God speaking through me, everything I write down is true. I'm like, no shit, he said that. But what is he going to admit that he could make a mistake while they're writing it down? No, they're not going to say that. Bro, you lose control. Like that's just.
I just don't think it's as simple. I don't think it's as simple as people think, but I also think it's overly simple. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Where I think
No.
it's simple and not simple at the same time. It's simple in the aspect of just follow whatever you want, be
The
happy.
thing is,
They're
humans
all-
created it.
Yeah,
When humans create things,
we corrupt shit.
we're not just corrupted, but like we're creative.
Yeah,
We have an imagination. That's what makes us so different from like a dog or a
Yeah.
monkey. We have imagination, which is also our downfall because we come up with all
Stories.
Look at all these
Yeah.
thousands of religions, and every single one of them think they're the right one. And it's because we're just very creative animals.
Yeah.
Like that's it. We're an animal that creates.
But Moses was able to convince, what was it, 2,000 people to walk with him through deserts, whatever.
Yeah.
However many people. What difference is him getting 1,000 followers versus today's influencer getting 1,000 followers, or the guy who
'Cause
did
it is
Helter
literally the
Skelter,
same thing.
Charlie Manson, to
Yeah.
convince people to follow?
It is
These
the
are
same
just
thing.
leaders
Yeah.
who convince people
They're
to
very
follow.
charismatic people that are claiming something that is that.
Great. Now
other
someone's
people
going to be
agree.
like, you just compared Charles Manson to Moses. That's not my comparison. It's the idea that I'm comparing. That
there's people who are able
who
to
could
get control
convince. Yeah.
through just fucking words, dude.
Yeah. Instagram has convinced all of us to follow it.
Yeah.
If you think of
When it
Instagram as
first
the
started,
idea.
yeah, when it first started,
Yeah.
it used to
Of
be
the
a little
idea.
box. YouTube used to look like a cardboard box.
Yeah. But these apps are no different than our deities that we've all been convinced into. You got to have Instagram. You got to have YouTube. Like, they're just digital now.
Yeah.
I just think people like overthink this shit. I don't know. And people get into fights over it. It's just so sad.
That also blows me away. Like, why is it so serious to you? Like, I get it. If it's like it's your thing, it's part of your identity. Cool, but it's like, dude,
People get mad because they don't want to be proven wrong. They don't want to hear that like their religion could possibly
what they
wrong.
put so much faith into.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. No matter what, at the end of the day, it's faith. You're just trusting that what you believe is
And
correct.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but why are you allowed to then say other people's is wrong? That's what makes me
Yeah,
mad.
that's what gets me mad.
Because
It's
you
like,
can't prove yours is right.
you can't. And we're like, oh, it's everywhere. I'm like, they say the same shit. That's my thing with all of them is they all say the same thing, but they all want to try to have this weird hardcore belief with it. And it's just like, bro, if that's your belief, that's your belief. But like, damn, dude.
Be open to the possibility that it's just wrong.
Yeah, I didn't say you have to accept it either.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I accept your religion. No, but in the sense of like accepting it for them.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be an asshole about it. You're like,
Dude,
Leave
it's
it-
the
leave it
holiday
as is.
season. January 1st is coming. I can't wait for 2026. I don't know about you, but
I'm
over,
excited.
I'm over 2025. I hope 2026
I
is
think
better.
2026. Mac and I were saying,
Will-
we think 26
Will
is
we
gonna
have
be good.
one more episode before the new year, or no? This is the last
Oh,
episode.
I don't
before the
know.
new year.
No,
don't
I think
know.
we should have one more.
Will we?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
100% can.
Yeah, but it won't drop until after the New Year.
Oh, so yeah, it won't drop.
Yeah,
until
this
after,
will be
so-
our last episode before 2026. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you buy all our rash guards and
yeah
t-shirts and
hats,
go
towels,
fuck
yoga
yourself.
mats.